Can Ives of Haiti Liberte, liked by some Haitian and deeply distrusted by some Haitian? Can Ives sits in that very strange category reserved for foreigners who insert themselves into Haiti's narrative, half liked by some, deeply distrusted by others. That distrust isn't random. It's rooted in centuries of betrayal. Because Haitians have seen this pattern before. The Blanc with the flattened language, the Blanc with solidarity, the Blanc who claims love for the Haitian struggle while quietly positioning himself as an interpreter in chief. And every time the story is the same. The Blanc arrived with hidden motive. He arrived with mission tucked behind the microphone. He arrived with an angle he never stated out loud. Haitians know this angle. They've lived through it. They've bled through it. They're buried ancestors because of it. The Blanc rarely comes with clean hearts or clean mind. He comes with calculation, with agenda, with a subtle ignorance that has never left his bloodline. They never come for the pure love of the Haitian people. They come for access, for power, for ability to shape the narrative of a nation they cannot fathom. Can eyes fit the architect too neatly, too predictable, too comfortably in a long pattern of foreign friends who somehow always manage to center themselves? Haitians have learned to read the signs, the extravagant sympathy, the effortless entitlement, the casual authority in their tone when they talk about a land not theirs. Because for these foreigners, Haiti is not just a nation, it's a stage, a platform, a political playground where they can build careers from others' people's centuries of suffering. They love to speak about Haiti, analyze for Haiti, translate on behalf of Haiti. But really, do they know what it means to be Haiti? This ignorance become unbearable when they touch the scarce land of the ancestors, the revolution, the legacy of Dessalines, because the foreigners has no reverence for the ancestral altar. They show up with their shoes on inside of the temple. They dissect Dessalines like an academic specimen, forgetting he was a father, a warrior, a liberator, a soul forged in fire. They forgot, or rather ignored, that Dessalines is not a neutral historical figure. He is the spine of Haiti itself. Yet somehow the Blanc wants to narrate him, wants to translate him, wants to own his story like they own the plantation he burned. They want to act as custodian of his memory, even though they could never carry his vision. For Ken Ives and his type, Diceline become a convenient reference, a badge of revolutionary credibility. They can attach themselves, but they cannot speak his name with trust. They cannot speak his name with blood memory. They cannot speak his name with ancestral right. They claim to honor him but erase his essence. They claim to amplify Haiti but often overshadow Haitians' voices. And Haitians see this as another form of violence, the soft violence of narrative theft. Because Haiti has suffered enough from those who came under the disguise of friendship, enough from those who pretend solidarity but carry snakes under their jackets. Haiti has survived missionaries, Marines, NGOs, peacekeepers, journalists, academic tourism. Every generation encountered its own version of the same intruders, as if Haitians haven't been telling their own story for 221 years. as if the people who defeated Napoleon needed a Blanc with a notebook to define their revolution, as if the soil that swallowed colonizers should ask permission to speak. The Blanc intellectual behaved as though Haiti's soul is something he can decode, map, structure, and polish. Meanwhile, Haitian carried the soul without translation, without a footnote, without citation. It is inherited through the blood. The greatest hubris of the foreigners is pretending expertise on wounds they never endure. And this hubris becomes catastrophic when tried to scarce figures. When tied to scarce figures is Dessalines, because Dessalines is not merely Haiti's founder. He is a perpetual law. His principles are not history. They are present tense, but foreigners strip him of his fire, turn him into an academic topic instead of the force that he is. They want the symbolized. They want the symbolism of Dessalines, not the discipline. They glow, not the heat, the story, not the responsibility. That's why Haitians reject their authority to speak over him. Because when Blanc historians touch Dessalines, they touch the core of Haitian existence. They do it carelessly. They forgot that every syllable of his name carried ancestral gravity. They forgot that every Haitian breath contained a trace of his defiance. The foreigners, the foreigners want access to the power but refuse to respect the people who inherit it. They consume Haitian history like cultural vultures. They harvest trauma like content. They publish analysts built on stolen dignity. And yet Haitian voices are sidelined in the discussion about Haiti, an absurdity only colonial logic can produce. Haitians don't need interpreters. Haitians don't need narrators. Haitians don't need gatekeeper for their own revolution. The story of Haiti belongs to descendants of those who survived hell and built freedom from ash. It belongs to the people whose skin still carries the memory of the revolution. That is why foreigners attempt to tell this Celine story like trespassers. It feels like walking into a spiritual sanctuary without permission. It feels like standing in a house of ancestors and declaring ownership. For Haitian, this is not merely misrepresentation, it is sacrilege. Because Dessalines is not theirs, his legacy is not theirs, his flame is not theirs to hold. The story of Dessalines is a birthright. It is inheritance by the children of the revolution. And those children are alive today, millions of them carrying names, memories, scars, pride passed down from one foreparent who refused to bow. Haitians tell Dessalines through their blood memory, through rhythm, through pain, through survival. It is not a narrative to be analyzed. It is a lineage to be protected. Foreigners who speak over Haitians attempt to seal not just a story, but an identity. They take the revolution, flatten it into documentary. They drain it of soul, and then they wonder why Haitians resist them so fiercely. Their answer is simple. Haitians are tired of being explained, defined, spoken for, and silenced by outsiders who cannot carry the weight of what it means to be Haitian. We are tired of the blonde snake slithering into scarce space under the disguise of allyship. They are tired of foreigners treating Dessalines like an artifact instead of an ancestor. They are tired of outsiders acting like Haiti is theirs to interpret. The story of Jean-Jacques Dessalines will be told by his descendants, no one else. It will be guarded and honored and spoken by those with the ancestral right. And the blondes who think he can carry that story will always be reminded Haiti is not yours. Dessalines is not yours. The revolution is not yours. The people who carry his fire are here, and they will speak for themselves. That is something that I never could understand. I've seen a lot of monarchiness. I've seen a lot of people that do not have the blood lineage. that do not descend from our foreparents, attempting to tell our story. I'm like, we're here. What is this about? You don't own that narration. It's not yours to say. You have absolutely no right in the room to overshadow one and to outshine one. That is a form of colonization. Not only is it a form of colonization, it speaks of your ignorance. Because at the end of the day, you don't carry the blood, you don't carry the fire. Now, y'all can try all the little malarkiness with the Bibles and all that nonsense y'all want. Dessalines forever. Dessalines today, tomorrow, forever. He will always be a reference point. Today, tomorrow, and forever. He will never stop being a reference point. He is the first. No man can erase his firstness. Now, that's why they came into the terrain with all these fake history. This is why they try to rewrite the history as if it is theirs, as if someone gave them the right, the audacity of those to even think they have the blood right to speak for such legacy that doesn't even belong to them. That is the hubris to me. I've always thought it was comical to watch them pretty much. Uh, I watched this. You could see they had some poor guy, some poor African guy down in Kenya when they was doing this whole Kenya Haitian revolution stuff. He was over there, boy, that poor little thing. I felt sorry for him. He was telling the story upside down. He was like, "It don't matter, Tucson, Dessalines, who cares?" I'm like, "Of course, you're an outsider. We wouldn't expect for you to understand the difference between Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Tucson now, because you know what? You don't carry the blood, the fire. You are an intruder. You just happen to be an intruder with black skin, because you see the disrespect is real. Not only do they intrude, they're bringing black skin to intrude on something that is not their birthright to intrude upon. There are millions and millions and millions. I mean, that's probably one of the most genius things our ancestors ever did. The fact that they're no longer here. You, these people left, man, millions upon millions and millions. They left at least, if there's 30 million, which I believe it is. Most people saying a number that I said, no, hell no, that's not that number. I'm like, I don't think people realize the number, the depth of the actual number, because it's never really been on any real statistic done. It's just been plain estimate, guesstimate. They don't understand how we breed. They really don't, and they don't understand our story because they are not the heir of the stuff. The blood doesn't flow through them. The fire doesn't flow through them. They don't understand that once you start studying Jean-Jacques Dessalines, you are Haitian. You become activated. I mean, once it hook in, it don't let go. You become obsessed with it. It is an obsession that keeps you up day, night, and evening. You breathe, you sleep, you eat. I kid you not. Even in your sexual moment, you still think Dessalines. Even when you're eating food, you think Dessalines. Sometimes you wake up like, I wonder what Dessalines would do. You know, it's just that deep. I mean, the ancestors, they call you, they whisper in your ears. They never let go, and they tell you. You hear whispers. You see that cat over there? Don't trust that cat. You see that one right there? That's a snake. That's a turtle right there. That ain't nothing but a little rat. That's a mosquito, an opportunist at best. They whisper these gentle things in your ears. It's like your third eye awakening, and no one can turn it off. It's like your kundalini speaks to you. It's so deep, it's so vast that an outsider could not comprehend because it is not meant for them to comprehend. They are not of the lineage, they're not of the fire, they're not of the bloodline, and they have no whatsoever connection to the history. We see they're bringing the butts around, acting like they own it. I'm like, you don't own that story. It's not yours. Number one, you're gonna have to stop being disrespectful and let the real heir talk. Let the empress and emperor speak. You know, not yours. I respect all of those that understand when the offspring of Dessalines is on the platform with them. When it comes to their narration of the revolution, they shut their damn mouth. They let the rightful heir speak. You know, but the ones that are so ignorant, when in the platform, they run their fucking traps and don't know how to shut the fuck up and let the rightful heir speak. We see it all the time. I like, so y'all think y'all gonna take Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the first one, y'all going to do extraction on the history, reverse engineer it, and regurgitate what you think we should know. No, no. That power would never be handed over to the enemy. That power would never be handed over to them. We see them. We're like, no, that's not your right. You have no ownership of this. Not your narrative. Now, we do like the fact that we believe the light that Dessalines should shine all four corners of the earth. We are a big believer of that, you know. But when it comes down to reverse engineering it and spitting it out, not in its right format, we're not down with that. We ain't never been down with that. We be like, yo, what you doing over there? Really? Vive ensemble of revolutionists? Well, damn. That's like driving. That's like you just took Jean-Jacques Dessalines. You gonna put him in the mud, huh? That's why some people like, you see this cat? This cat is a problem here, man. This is a MF problem right here now. I ain't cool with this cat, and I ain't finna be cool with this cat. Yeah, cat said, I'm done with his ass. Y'all know what we mean when we say we done with somebody, man. I'm done with this cat. That was like this white lady talking about human sacrifice and all this stuff, and talk about she had pictures and all this stuff, and boy, did they lay into her. She was like, Coco and all this stuff. Like, hell, you don't even know what that is. You don't even know the full definition. You know the word, but you don't know the full definition. Like I was once told, and the older I get, I'll be like, oh, see, people speak Creole, but do they really understand Creole? Do they really speak the language? So oftentimes, most people don't really speak the language. They talk it, but they don't really speak it, meaning they don't have comprehension of what it is that they're saying, the vastness of what it is that they're saying, because it comes from our ancestors. It's hardwired in us, you know. But we're amused by it. Me personally, be honest with you, I like, yeah, I know they can't say some stuff that's out there, man. Like, for me, I did see the disrespect when he dragging killers, paramilitants, project them as revolutionists. I like, is that what our revolution look like? Barbecue over there killing people? Them cats over there burning down people homes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years building? I'm like, this is the same cat. I'm like, y'all better watch out for this cat. This cat right here, they have this thing that they want to project as a slave even till this very day. That's really where they're heading with this crap right here. You see what I'm saying? We have to watch these cats. I'm like, for me, I was always on the fence. I'm like, oh, let's just see where he going with this. Let it walk, let it walk. Like we like to say, "Kite my shit." I'm see toujours. Let me pay attention. I'm just watching, because we like to observe. We're not really. Um, we're more quiet. We're more laid back. We're good people, in and out. We just like, what the revolution is about. Ask them what the real revolution is about. They couldn't tell you. Ask them what's the three reasons the revolution happened. And then ask them, have the Haitians actually obtained those three motives that drive the revolution? They couldn't tell you. We've yet to obtain the three reasons the revolution was for. One, a peace of mind. Two, a warm bed. Three, a nice warm plate of food. That was all the revolution was about. Are Haitians on their land? No, they're forced out. Years well calculated, well maneuvered. This is a long time, well thought out plan by the enemy. You know, Nothing happened in a vacuum here now. Like the old saying, we don't need to take a bath and hide our umbilical cord here now. We all know the truth here now. Well thought out, well executed. They got their damn paramilitants, they call them revolution. I like them some weird revolution. Them cats don't hold a candle to Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Them cats can't even wipe the shoes of our ancestors, man, because our ancestors didn't rock like that. I'm like, revolution. Who they fighting with? They put the words in their mouth. Who are they fighting with? Who's this revolution against? Are they burning down where the oligarchs sleeping at? Are they burning the foreigners out the land? That ain't no revolution. Them cats are not revolutions. Those cats are a disgrace to their ancestors. They're a disgrace to their own people. Those cats ain't nothing but some sellouts in the highest order, in the highest sense. Those cats are very treasonous. And then they have the audacity, the gall, the chutzpah to put their mouth together and say amnesty. I say amnesty. All them organs, them cats ain't coming back now. What, they ain't coming back. Organ harvesting, they gone for good, for good, for good. They ain't never coming back. All them homes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, man. Them people, that's that life work, man, reduced because people craving the land that they're on. People craving what's underneath their feet. People are trying to implement colonization as if we don't see them. Like we see you, we see all of them. We always did. They never ask us what we know. They always keep trying to run their fucking mouth and tell us what they know. How are you gonna tell us about our ancestors, our land, our history? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. An outsider coming in and trying to be the owner of the narrative. That stuff just like some people it burns them. Like, how dare them? I said, no, it's not how I dare them. Let's just see where they're going with this stuff. We know where they want to go with the stuff. We know what they're trying to do here now. I guess they want to bring Sendamang back. They on a journey, a mission called Sendamang. That's the real agenda here, man. Ain't nothing here. We all know they snakes. They always been snakes. But for me, I was like, yep, he's a snake. Vive ensemble, revolutionists. God damn it, there go the neighborhood. Hot damn, there go the damn neighborhood. Really? You gonna align paramilitants? People burning people out their life work, hard ethics? Anybody gave those people nothing? Them homes? They earned every ounce of those homes. Them people earned every inch of that land and make it hubris. It's the land that their ancestors left there. And now they got predators preying on a land that's not them. The worst thing is not just they preying on the land that's not theirs, it's that they're preying on the resources. And then they doing their little stupid maneuvers, you know, want to be louder than the actual owner. And then some even have the galls and the audacity to think that they can speak for the owners. I'm like, where we going with this? Where we going with this, people? Anyway, but that's just my opinion on him. I just know that there are some. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. 100% done with his ass. He's done. He's done booking. He ain't got shit to say to their ass. When he did that, that was disrespectful to the 10th power. Like they don't even see his ass. Like they don't even listen to his ass. Like he lost all right to speak. It's like for them, like homie, shut the fuck up. You want some bullshit. You know, that's how they feel. Shut the fuck up. You're kind of always stay on some bullshit. You're kind of always dragging people in the mud, screaming and kicking and yelling. But this time, y'all don't just drag them in the mud, screaming and kicking and yelling. Organs are being removed. They don't just drag them screaming and kicking anymore. They PDF them now. They don't just drag them kicking and screaming now. They try to force them off the land now. They don't just drag them screaming and kicking now. They got their paramilitants out there burning them out their homes now. They don't just drag them screaming and kicking here now. They trying to force integration. Integration to what? And then we also have another form of, whew, gee, shareholder. Shareholder to what? Who gave them their share? When did Dessalines land became up for share? When did the Anpi become a corporation? Who corporate this? Who turned into a company? That's what we all scratching our heads. We're like, company who? Who did that? Who spoke with the owners, the real owners about that? I'm like, these cats got jokes, man. That's why they say got joke for days on the other side, man. But we see them. We see right through them like water. Yeah, they think we sleep and we slow. We ain't slow. We see them. But uh, it's like some of them. That poor lady, she was like, oh my God, she was receiving death threat. She was like, they were giving me death threat. I like because you touched something you had no business touching. You were speaking for people online. You want some propaganda bullshit. You came there to make a name for yourself. You came talking all out your ass. You use your ass as your effing mouth, speaking on shit you don't know nothing about. How you gonna talk about something you don't know? You don't know what you need to know, what you should know, what you ought to know. But you want to come and make a quick come up because you know what is this? This is Savannah. Everybody run in here and make a quick come up. Disrespect the owner, disrespect their legacy, their history, and everything, the essence of who they are. And then you think you're gonna get some respect? I'm like, bitch, kick rock. You ain't finna get that. I'm like, bitch, you better step out our fucking faces. Like, whoa. Ain't nobody got no respect for you. Nobody plan to run you no damn respect. Because you came here hella disrespectful on some pussy ass shit, bitch. Kick rocks. You know. But it's time that people understand the revolutionists left their offspring. The offspring are the rightful owners of the narrative. Now they can try whatever they want to. They will never negate the fact it is the offspring of the narrative. This narrative is not up for extraction. It's not up for reverse engineering. It's not up to be regurgitated. and spit out however which way you want to, you know. Anyway, that's my thought on him because somebody was like, please do a piece on him. I'm like, well, that's my thought on the cat, man. It is what it is, man. I mean, ain't no coming back when you take the light of Jean-Jacques Dessalines. You take Jean-Jacques Dessalines, man. You take the legacy of the ancestors, man, and you take them little dirty foot, them little violent little creature engineered by them, releasing horror on the people, and you want to take something clean and you want to compare it with mud and filth, fleas and ticks. I'm like, oh man, people are so done with them. Anyway, please like and subscribe. But that's the film on him, and that's the truth. Please like and subscribe. Bye.